Hey yo, what's going on? This your man GMS Easy. I want to share this short movie with all my subscribers. Please watch, please watch. It's actually a book by Dr. Spencer Johnson. It's called Who Moved My Cheese? Sorry if I'm talking like I got some gold fronts in my mouth. These are crushed white strips. Um, but anyway, let's get into it with no further ado. Please watch this video. It'll help all my subscribers to reflect on your life, your past mistakes, and everything else. Let's get into it.
There lived four little characters who ran through a maze looking for cheese to nourish them and
Right.
make them happy.
Two were mice named Snip and Scurry.
And two
So we got Skip and Scurry. They the two mice, and then we got these two guys,
were little people named Ham and Haw.
Ham and Haw.
As different as the mice and little people were, they shared one thing in common.
Every morning, they left their homes and raced out into the maze to find their favorite cheese.
Snip and Scurry had simple brains but good instincts. They used a simple method of trial and error.
Snip would smell out the general direction of the cheese.
And Scurry would race ahead.
They often went off
You see, they followed their instincts.
in the wrong direction and bumped into walls.
But Ham and Haw had
They made mistakes, but what Ham and Haw do?
complex brains with beliefs and emotions that made their life in the maze more complicated and challenging.
Finding
Emotions.
cheese was important to the little people.
It was a way of getting what they thought they needed to be happy. For some, it was having material things. For others, it was health or peace of mind.
For Haw, cheese meant living in a cozy cottage with a loving family on Cheddar Lane.
To him, cheese meant being a big cheese in a mansion atop Camembert Hill.
So
Eventually,
everybody want the cheese for different reasons. Why do y'all want your cheese?
they all discovered their own kind of cheese in Cheese Station C.
Every morning after that, Snip and Scurry woke early each day and ran the same route through the maze to Cheese Station C. Snip and Scurry hung their running shoes around their necks in case they needed to get to them quickly.
But Ham and Haw awoke each day a little later and sauntered over to Cheese Station C.
Scurry and them didn't get too comfortable.
After all, they knew where the cheese was and how to get there, and they assumed it would always be there.
Ham and Haw put their running shoes away. They thought they wouldn't be needing them again. This is great!
Why would you put your running shoes away? Y'all see the difference?
There's enough cheese here to last us forever! Sure is!
They felt secure. They even decorated the walls with sayings.
Ham and Haw became so comfortable they didn't notice what had been happening.
Meanwhile, Snip and Scurry inspected the area each morning to see if there had been any changes from the day before.
One morning, they arrived at Cheese Station C and discovered there was no cheese.
They weren't surprised, since they'd noticed the supply of cheese had been getting smaller.
They were observant. They weren't surprised. And let's see how they reacted.
The mice did not overanalyze things. The situation had changed, so Snip and Scurry changed.
They were soon off in search of new cheese.
Later that day, Ham and Haw arrived at Cheese Station C.
They had not been paying attention to the changes that had been taking place.
Nope. What they gonna do?
What? No cheese? No cheese? Who moved my cheese? It's not fair! Ham,
He feel real obligated to that cheese, y'all see?
Ham, I know we're smarter than mice, but we're not acting like it at the moment. What'll happen if the cheese isn't here tomorrow? I've made plans based on this cheese.
while Snip and Scurry had moved on, Ham and Haw continued to Ham and Haw.
One night, Haw wrote on the wall,
The more important cheese is to you, the more you want to hold on to it.
The next day, Ham and Haw still somehow expected to find their
Cheese could be whatever in y'all life is important to you right now. A relationship, a job, or whatever. Don't get too comfortable with nothing.
cheese in the same place.
Why did they do this to me?
Now, where are Snip and Scurry? Do you think they know something we don't?
Nah, they're just simple mice. We're little people. We're entitled to our cheese.
Yeah, but maybe we should just simply get going and find some new cheese.
Oh, no. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I want things to be the way they were.
Meanwhile, Snip and Scurry moved further into the maze. They didn't think of anything else but finding new cheese.
They kept their eyes on the prize. Them other guys are. Ooh, that rhyme. Their eyes on the prize. Them other guys were too hypnotized by. Nah, y'all see what's going on. They felt obligated.
After much trial and error, Snip and Scurry found the biggest store of
Ooh,
cheese
look at all
they
that
had
cheese.
ever seen at Cheese Station N.
Don't give up. Don't give in, because you're going to find some cheese.
Meanwhile, Hem and Haw were still hemming and hawing at empty Cheese Station C.
Then, Haw began to imagine himself out in the maze, finding fresh, new cheese.
It's just a manifestation.
Before long, he could almost taste it.
Come on, Hem. Let's go.
No, I like it here. It's comfortable. Besides, it's really dangerous out there.
Haw
And
imagined.
let me tell y'all something. Change can be very, very hard on you, because we all get used to what's comfortable to us. But change is the way to go. If something don't continually change, that means it's dead. So life is full of changes. Accept them, acknowledge them, and change with the times, baby.
The worst. His hope of finding new cheese faded.
Because he listened to
So
his
every
partner.
day, Hem and Haw went from their homes to cheeseless Station C.
And returned home again with empty bellies, full of nothing but stress.
Move my cheese. Move my cheese. Move my
Ham,
cheese.
Ham, look at us. We keep doing the same things over and over and wonder why things don't get better. It's time to move on.
We all been there before. And you would think that your partner would support you, but let's see what his partner says.
You're not really going out into the maze again. Why don't we wait here until they put the cheese back?
You just don't get it. They're never going to put the old cheese back. That was yesterday's cheese. It's
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
time.
And we all got somebody like him in our life. The little short guy with the red on, we all got somebody like that in our life. They could be sister, brother, mother, father, grandparents. It don't matter. Sometimes you just gotta venture out on your own.
Time to find
Lead by example.
new cheese.
Oh, but what if there's no cheese out there? Or what if you can't find it?
Ham, life moves on, and so should we.
Life moves
No!
on.
Who moved my cheese? Who moved my cheese? Who moved my
If
cheese?
we
Who
don't
moved my cheese?
change, we could become extinct.
Like him, a part of Haw was afraid.
He said if we don't change, we could become extinct. What did I just say, guys? If you don't change, anything that don't change is dead. You want to stay alive, so you got to keep changing.
Then Haw wrote on the wall what he had
Adapt.
been thinking about.
What would you do if you weren't afraid?
It wasn't
Ask
long
yourself
before
that.
Haw knew what to do. Haw gathered all his courage and jogged into the unknown.
It's maze time!
At first, he felt lost.
Come on now, it's Motivational Mondays, y'all. This is something new I'm doing on the channel. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We about to get we motivated, and I'm about to take that word out of my dictionary, out of my speech. We are not about to do anything. We're doing it.
But it wasn't long before he began to find his way.
Being back in the maze isn't nearly as bad as I feared. How did I get into this situation? I've been watching what was happening.
Haw stopped to write on the maze wall what he was learning.
Smell the cheese often so you know when it's getting old.
Woo! Ain't
Paul
that deep?
hoped that these handwritings on the wall would not only be reminders to himself, but also a marked trail for him to follow if he chose to enter the maze.
Why do I feel so good? I don't have any cheese and I don't know where it is. Aha!
Motivation
When you
coming
move
back.
beyond your fear, you feel free.
That's right.
The more clearly Haw imagined himself finding new cheese, the more real it became.
Imagining myself enjoying new cheese even before I find it leads me to it.
Finally, Paul arrived at a large cheese station.
But it was practically empty.
I'm too late. If I'd moved on sooner, I might have found a lot of new cheese here.
Paul did find several delicious morsels of new cheese.
It wasn't much, but enough to keep him going.
I've got to get back and tell him there's some new cheese out here.
Pa raced back to Cheese Station C, following
What y'all think him doing?
the route he had marked.
He found his friend still hemming and hawing. Hem had not even put on his running shoes.
Oh, Hem, you look hungry. Here, have a few bits of new cheese.
I don't think I would like new cheese. I want my own cheese back.
Him done went mad, man. The cheese done drove man mad.
Sure, if I wait here long enough, things will be the way they were.
Will Hem...
Delusional now. He becomes delusional. All of us have felt like him at one time. Well, we got to get on our Skip and Scurry. Those are the two mice. We're going to see where they at this part of the story. It's coming
Hem
up.
ever change?
Hem was left behind, hemmed in by fear, comfort, and denial.
Well, matter of fact, y'all go and search it yourself. I'm not going to show y'all the ending because I want you to do some research. So again, it's by Dr. Spencer Johnson. It's called Who Moved My Cheese. Subscribe to their channel. And I hope you guys have a motivated Monday. It's your man GMS Easy. I'm out. Peace.